Kenya has borrowed 4 trillion shillings in the last barely 3 years and 2 months. So that is enough money. 4 trillion Kenya shillings is the money we have borrowed as a country. Close to 4 trillion in the last 3 years and 2 months. 4 trillion shillings is the one we have borrowed, as I keep saying, in the official book of loans. There are other debts on the side which are borrowed illegally. So 4 trillion shillings, before we talk about the launching of trillion shillings fund, I would request those who are in government to come first and face Kenyans and tell them what the government has done with the 4 trillion Kenya shillings that Kenya has borrowed in the last 3 years and 2 months. And to put it into context, 4 trillion Kenya shillings borrowed in the last, or close to 4 trillion borrowed in the recent past. That is enough money to have made education free, basic education free. We actually need only a top-up for the entire 3 years that has been there. We only could have needed only 100 billion to make education totally free in terms of basic education. The money we have borrowed is enough to have made education in the tertiary institutions free for all the over 500 undergraduates in our universities, both in public and private. And to put it into context further, the 4 trillion borrowed, or close to 4 trillion, is money that it means that of the 290 constituencies in Kenya, each constituency should be having, beyond making education free in the basic and beyond making education free in the tertiary side of education, we would have enough money remaining for Kenyans to see a 12 billion shillings development in every constituency in Kenya. All the 290 constituencies. The close to 4 trillion we have borrowed, besides having been made it possible for basic education to be free and tertiary education to be free, every constituency would have been seeing 12 billion worth of development projects not being launched, but finished and completed. What are we talking about over 12 billion shillings? Every constituency in Kenya should be having a 100 kilometer of tarmac from the money we have borrowed in the last 3 years and 2 months alone. To highway standards, actually at 70 million per kilometer. Every constituency of all the 290 constituencies should be having a 100 kilometer road highway project being seen by the people who pay taxes.